Hello friends, in this video we'll talk about glycolysis pathway. So we will try to identify introduction, glycolysis, PDH complex and applied aspect. So what is glycolysis? Break down the term. Glyco is glycogen or glucose. Lysis, breakdown. Anytime the word lysis, forever please remember it is breakdown. So it is the sequential breakdown of the glucose into two molecules of pyruvate, mainly occurs in the cytosol. Let's see the pathway now. So glucose on hexokinase, magnesium, ATP, ADP, glucose 6-phosphate. Remember, whenever you see kinase, it is ATP, ADP. Okay? And in most of the steps, magnesium will be a cofactor. Okay? So now glucose 6-phosphate on hexose phosphate isomerase will get fructose 6-phosphate. Then fructose 6-phosphate on phosphofructokinase will get fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. Okay. On aldolase will get glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and dihydroxyacetone phosphate. So glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate on dehydrogenase. So when dehydrogenase comes, I want you to write NAD plus to NADH2. Will get 1,3-BPG, that is 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate. Then on kinase, that is PGK, phosphoglycerokinase. Okay, we'll get 3-PG, 3-phosphoglycerate. Okay, then on PGM, phosphoglyceromutase, we'll get 2-PG, that is 2-phosphoglycerate. Then on enolase, there is dehydration to form PEP, phosphoenol pyruvate. Then on pyruvate kinase, we will get pyruvate. Okay, pyruvate is considered to be the dead end of glycolysis. From this, we can get lactate through LDH. What is LDH? Lactate dehydrogenase. NADH2 NAD plus will be reversible. Remember that this reaction, pyruvate to lactate, happens in the muscle whenever there is enough oxygen not being supplied. Okay. So before I move on, I will tell you the reversible steps. Here, this one, glucose 6-phosphate to fructose 6-phosphate, that is reversible. Then fructose 1,6-bisphosphate to G3P, G3P to 1,3-BPG, okay. Then 3-PG to 2-PG, then 2-PG to PEP. These are the reversible steps of glycolysis, okay. Now, let us see the regulation of this pathway, okay. That is, we will first take fructose 6-phosphate to fructose 2,6-bisphosphate. Remember, phosphofructokinase is having two forms, PFK1 and 2. PFK1 forms fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. PFK2 forms fructose 2,6-bisphosphate. Important is only one number here, that is 2. Okay. So forward reaction is phosphorylation. We are adding extra phosphate. See here, extra phosphate is adding. It is inhibited by cyclic AMP. Reverse will be opposite. I said for forward, backward reaction will be opposite. That's all. Now same thing, same logic here. Just remember here pyruvate kinase A and B. Here A is active form, B is the inactive form. So A to B is phosphorylation stimulated by cyclic AMP. Reverse for the backward reaction. Okay. Now let us see with the energy yield. Can see here very well. This is for aerobic conditions. This is anaerobic conditions. So aerobic conditions, let us say for hexokinase and phosphofructokinase, we are losing 2 ATP. There itself gone. For G3P dehydrogenase, 2.5 into 2, 5 ATPs. So for 1,3-BPG, 2 ATPs. Same with pyruvate kinase, 2 ATPs. Now here I would like to tell you how we are getting 5 ATPs. That is from ETC, OXPHOS, mainly from there we are getting it. Okay. From NADPH, ETC, OXPHOS. Remember from ETC 2 ATP, 1 from NADH and OXPHOS. What is OXPHOS? I have been telling again and again, that is oxidative phosphorylation. So totally we should get 9, but minus 2 in cytosol will get 7. If we see anaerobic conditions, okay, so let's try to compare here. What will be the difference? Yes, see, this is the only difference. Just remember, aerobic, anaerobic, only one thing difference I want you to know, that is this glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase. So remember that G3P dehydrogenase is there only in aerobic, not in anaerobic. Okay, so here we are getting 4 minus 2, 2 ATPs. Remember, in anaerobic 2 ATPs, in aerobic 7 ATPs. Now these are the regulatory enzymes. Okay, for hexokinase it will be glucose 6-phosphate, excess of glucose 6-phosphate, and deficiency will be there when there is more 2,3-BPG. That also you can mention. For GK, it is insulin. Okay, opposite hormone is glucagon. For PFK, mainly insulin. Just remember insulin, glucagon. No need of all this. Okay, and for PK, extra you can remember fructose 1,6-bisphosphate, insulin, here glucagon. For PDH, remember NAD plus. For inhibitors, remember acetyl-CoA, sufficient. Let us see now PDH complex. This converts pyruvate to acetyl-CoA, very important. This is the mechanism of action. So we know through Krebs cycle we are getting carbon dioxide. So pyruvate to CO2 is happening by PDH complex. What is happening at the same time? TPP to hydroxyethyl TPP. So just the word hydroxyethyl is added. This word is important. Also what is happening through DHL trans reductase. So through DHL dehydrogenase, or no need of this enzyme also. But just remember acetyl to oxidized lipomide interconversion happens. So at the same time the flavin and the niacin coenzymes interconvert. Let us see the regulation. So same logic applies. Here PDH complex B, here just only the complex. Forward reaction is phosphorylation. Okay. Forward reaction is phosphorylation. Remember, stimulation by ATP, inhibition by NAD plus, sufficient. Reverse reaction is dephosphorylation, stimulation by divalent ions, also by insulin. Just remember only divalent ions, enough. Let us go with applied aspect. Mainly important will be 2,3-BPG and lactic acidosis. So 2,3-BPG, this is produced from the Rappaport-Lubering cycle, which is called the shunt pathway of glycolysis. So how to get 2,3-BPG, I'll tell you. 1,3-BPG reversibly on enzyme, 2,3-BPG mutase, you will get 2,3-BPG. You can get it from 3-PG also through one enzyme, 2,3-BPase or 2,3-bisphosphatase. It is elevated in anemia and hypoxia. So let me know in the comment section where you have seen anemia and hypoxia in the metabolic disorders. And it is more in the hexokinase deficient patients. Let us see with lactic acidosis. So there is more lactic acid in the blood. Okay. More of lactic acid. But why is it important? For the brain, skeletal muscle, etc. And it is more in the exercise. If gone unnoticed, it can lead to stroke, mainly stroke. Okay. Even you can write muscle cramps also. Okay. So references from where the images were taken. So this brings us to the end of the video. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.